Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to pre-market report sponsored by Delta.Exchange. US markets closed slightly lower after hitting a fresh all-time high. S&P 500, Nasdaq, Dow, all three hit fresh all-time high yesterday. But then European markets closed slightly lower, so there was a slight profit booking. The profit booking was not very big. Asian markets is mixed. Some of them are higher, some of them are lower. And China, Hong Kong markets are higher. Japan, Australia, Korea markets are lower. And GIF Nifty is totally confused. I think it is maybe almost flat. Yesterday, FIA DA data was not very big and it was a usual, but the markets were totally unusual. And how many upside injections, how many downside injections, two, three times. Probably like the Jane Street Millennium kind of hedge funds, they are just pumping in thousands of crores to trap all the Indian retailers. So preferably, the SEBI should look into it. This is happening too frequently and people are losing money heavily. I think I remember a few weeks before also there was something like this. But yesterday was the worst. Yesterday, in the last 1 hour, 22,300 call option was trading around 1 rupee. That went up to 110 rupees in just a matter of half an hour. And that was an upside injection. Look at the downside injection. In the morning, there was a sudden sell-off in Bank Nifty in just within 1 minute. And the Bank Nifty future, it traded almost 1,000 points below the intraday high, whereas the Bank Nifty spot was down only 500, 600 points. So that means, there was at least one trade that has happened, a 400 point discount to the spot. How can that happen? And probably somebody would have placed a stop loss buy order, those who are having, a short position. And though it was a stop loss market order, when the market fell suddenly, there was no buyer. And the order got triggered around 400, 500 point, lower than the intrinsic value, we can say. And there are some people who develop computer algorithm to take care of to seize this kind of opportunity. It'll be always seeing if there is any mismatch, and they take this opportunity. In fact, you can remember one FIA about 1 or 2 years before, instead of selling deep out of the money puts, by mistake he sold a deep in the money call. So let us say market trading around 23,000. Let us say you want to sell 22,000 put option, 1,000 point down, maybe trading at 1 rupee. Instead of selling 22,000 put option, he sold 22,000 call option. And because the quantity was very huge, there was no liquidity. And another guy who is very, very good in computers, he seized the opportunity and he made about 175 crore profit. I think later I heard that NSE has cancelled the trade on the request of that FEI. And then after that, don't know what has happened. But, these kind of things are happening too frequently. Once it happened in 2012 also, in the month of October, happening once in a while, once in 2 years, 3 years is acceptable. But this is happening almost on a weekly basis and almost on an alternate days basis also. So our markets are going into very, very dangerous thing. And, my best advice, please keep away from intraday trading. And sometimes, even if you put a stop loss also, stop loss is not getting triggered. Otherwise, markets all over the world are trading closer to all-time high or at the all-time high. But our election results, uncertainty, keep the check on our market. And, FIAs have been selling. Probably this month may be an unusual month. I don't know when was the last time uh, they have sold in all the trading sessions in a particular month. Even if they sell for 10 days, at least one day, at least 100 crore, 200 crore net buy will be there. But in the May series, 3 weeks are over as of yesterday. Not even a single day they were net buyers. Every day they are net sellers. And that is likely to continue for next 2 weeks. And this is, I would say, this is a big concern. Why this is a big concern? Why is the selling is the only option? Maybe I will come out with a video tomorrow. So Nifty closed around 22,400 yesterday. That is somewhere near the upper end of the trading range, 22,000 to 22,500. So therefore, as I told you already, 22,300 was the 50% Fibonacci retracement level. If that level is crossed decisively, the next target will be 22,500. So the Nifty future has already touched 22,500. The spot, I think it may touch before, in the next 1 or 2 weeks time. We have enough time. And if that happens, the next target will be 100% retracement. That is 22,800. That is an all-time high also. So our first resistance is at 22,500 and the second resistance will be 22,800. Now, the support. The support will be naturally at 22,000 because I've been telling you 22,000 to 22,500 is a range. And that is the first support. If that is broken, then 21,800. That is the recent low. So because the May series, the high was 22,800, low was 21,800. And so it is trading in the range of 1,000 point. So therefore, naturally, the support will be at 21,800, resistance will be 22,800. Option premiums are very high because the India VIX is very high. Usually, at the money straddle will be trading around 500 to 600 rupees in the beginning of the month. But now there are only 2 weeks to expiry. Still, at the money straddles are trading around 500 rupees. So the premiums are extremely high. So, but remember, the markets can be too volatile. These are the times, uncertain times, this kind of hedge funds, they can come and kill you. So, earlier I used to think, it is a tug of war between FII and DII, but I think that is not the case anymore. Now, this is the tug of war between, bigger hedge funds, European American hedge funds, they decide to put the injection on the downside or to put injection on the upside. Then one hedge fund decide the injection on the downside, another hedge fund decide the injection on the upside. Then yesterday kind of trading will happen. So I would advise you better keep away from intraday trading at least for another 2 to 3 weeks until the election uncertainty is over. If possible, completely stop trading until the election results are over. At any cost, do not carry positions expiring after June 4. As and when there is an opportunity, close your positions. You may consider retaking the position after June 4. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.